Hello, how are we doing today? My name is Spectrum Dominus, and today we are sorting cards for grading purposes. Alright guys, I've been waiting for this one for a little while. I try to space out these videos so that we're not doing the same thing over and over and over again in these sorting cards. So I would say, I guess, about 8 videos ago, give or take, say 6 videos ago maybe, we started breaking down the 1988 factory set. I took this factory set and started tearing it apart, pulling all the stars out. Now we did it in groupings of 220 cards. So we did the first one. We did 221 through 440 because we knew that was the weakest spot in the deck, in the set, I should say. And then we did 1 through 220, knowing that I was going to get a bunch of stars doing that. But we saved here 241 to the end because these last 220 cards include all the highlights, all the all-stars, all the rookies. So there's the highest percentage chance of getting things we want from this pack. So this is what I've been waiting for. This is me showing patience. I don't do that very often, but I did it today, or I did it for the last 2 weeks of doing this. So without further ado, let's get going. We got 220 cards to go through. I'd say 80% of them are a quick flip, nobody. But 20% I will be sleeving and keeping, which is going to be a record for this set. So without further ado, let's move over to our cards. Uh-oh. That thing is very laggy because it's gone. Interesting. Every time. Every single time. All right. So we have this. As I told you before, guys, I got this set in December for Christmas in 1988, and it has been in my collection the whole time. It was a purchase from my parents. They used to buy me the complete sets for Christmas. And the box is in terrible shape, but the cards themselves seem to be in decent shape, most of them. Of course, the Mattingly card, the one I was looking forward to the most, is card number 1, and thus it was up against the edge, and that was in more damage than any other card in the set, which kind of annoyed me, but oh well. All right, so let's get going. We're starting with card number 441. We're not looking at all the cards like that. I'm just pointing out that we're doing them in order. So if you know the set, you know the order, you know what's coming. But who knows that? All right, Mel Hall, Gerald Young, Gary Redus, Charlie Moore, Bill Madlock, Mark Clear, Greg Booker, Rick Shue, Ron Kittle, Dale Murphy, Bob Denier, Dale McCormick, Rafael Belliard, Charlie Polio, Dwayne Murphy, Jim Eisenreich, David Palmer, Dave Stewart, Pascual Perez, Glenn Davis, Dan Petrie, Jim Wynn, Darrell Miller, Mike Moore, Mike Lacrosse, Steve Farr, Jerry Mumphrey, Kevin Gross, Bruce Bocci, Oral Hershiser, Eric King, Ellis Burks, Darren Dalton, Mookie Wilson, Frank Viola, Ron Robinson, Bob Melvin, Jeff Musselman, Charlie Kerfeld, Richard Dodson, Kevin Mitchell, Gary Rodnick, Tim Flannery, Rich Ed, Pete Incavia, Rick Cerrone, Tony Armas, Jerry Reed, Davey Lopez, Frank Tanana, Mike Loind, Bruce Ruffins, Chris Spire, Tom Hume, Jesse Orozco, Robbie Wine Jr., Jeff Montgomery, Jeff Dedman, and Luis Aguayo. All right, we got through the first third-ish of that without getting anyone. That's not a good start considering what I've said about the yellow. Now, there were definitely people in there that some people might like. Oral Hershiser, Dale Murphy, there were players in there. They're just not, they're a tier below what I keep, essentially. For me, personal, not as far as good as they are, just I don't collect them. Like Reggie Wilson. I don't collect Reggie Jackson. Reggie Jackson. Reggie Jackson. Now these I'm going to actually pull because that is a full Reggie Jackson set that I will try to sell on eBay for $1 for the whole thing or something. You know, you get 5 cards, all Reggie Jackson, $1. All right. Let's see what else we got here. Billy Hatcher, Ed Lynch, Willie Hernandez, Jose De Leon, Joel Youngblood, Bob Welch, Steve Ontiveros, Randy Reddy, Juan Nieves, Jeff Russell, Vaughn Hayes, Mark Gubazar, Ken Daly, Don Ass, Rick Russell, Mike Henneman, Rick Aguilera, Jay Howell, Ed Correa, Manny Trillo, Kirk Gibson, Wally Ritchie, Al Nipper, Atlee Hammaker, Shawan Dunstan, Jim Clancy, Tom Pakorek, Joel Skinner, Scott Geraltz. You hear the in my voice. I was a Yankee fan back in these days because there were no Rays, and Joel Skinner was our catcher. I remember that. Tom O'Malley, John Franco, Paul Kalingas, Darryl Porter, Walt Terrell, Bill Long, George Bell, Jeff Sellers, Joe Boever, Steve Howell, Scott Sanderson, Jack Morris, Tom Benzinger, Steve Henderson, Eddie Milner, Jeff Robinson, Cal Ripken Jr. That's a nice looking Cal Ripken Jr. Interesting. All right. Cal Ripken Jr. I collect Cal. That's one of my top 5 guys. Jody Davis, Kirk McCaskill, Craig Lefters, Darnell Coles, Phil Niekro. Now, I will say that there's got to be something coming. There's got to be. I didn't lie. I know I didn't lie. Come on. Mike Aldretti, Pat Perry, Juan Augusto, Rob Murphy, Dennis Rasmussen, Manny Lee, Jeff Blauser, Bobby Ojeda, Dave Dravecki, Gene Garber, Ron Rowanek, Tommy Hinzo, Eric Nolte, Ed Hearn, Mark Davidson, Jim Wallwander, Donnie Hill, Jamie Moyer, Ken Schrom, Nolan Ryan. There we go. Now we're getting there. Number 2. That's a nice one too. That one I might send. Take another look, but that's. I was just thinking the same thing. And here's another thing. You know, the colors. There was always 2 colors. It was, you know, purple and red, and then blue and green or something like that. And I'm like, this is all the same color, but it's not. There's a yellow and then an orange. They just happen to put yellow and orange back to back, I guess. So it starts to look like the same color. They should have put like the yellow in the middle and then made blue before the orange. I remember that now, being like, oh, that's not the same color, but it looks like it. Anyway, that Cal Ripken is going to my PC, but the Nolan is most likely going to get sent to be graded. Jim Acker, Jamie Quirk, Jay Aldridge, Claudel Washington, Jeffrey Leonard, Carmen Castillo, Daryl Boston, Jeff DeWillis, John Marzano, Bill Gutkinson, Andy Allinson, Lee Tunnell, Gene Nelson, Dave Lapointe, Harold Baines, Bill Buckner, Carlton Fisk. There's another one of my guys. We now have my starting pitcher, starting shortstop, and starting catcher on my all-time team. Rick Manning, Doug Jones, Tom Candiotti, Steve Lake, Jose Lind, and Ross Jones. All right, guys, one small stack left. A larger small stack, a little bit more than that last stack was, but that's it. That's all we got left. So I must have lied to you. All right, Gary Matthews, Fernando Valenzuela, Denny Martinez, Les Lancaster, Ozzie Guillen, Tony Bezenard. It's open, Katie. It's not open? I lied. Sorry, guys. I'll be right back. Did I lock it? Did I do all that and then lock it? I did. I'm such a moron. I'm such a moron. I'm so sorry.
I leave you.
Thank you.
Waiting for your stream. Don't see it.
Sorry about that, guys. That's going to look good on film. I mean, why not? I'll tell you the story. I'm going out of town. I will be leaving Friday morning. It is Wednesday evening now. But I'm going for a graduation. My nephew's graduating from college. And the rest of my family left today. And my brother-in-law left something home. So he got his daughter to come by and drop it off so that I can bring it up there Friday when I go. And I was supposed to leave the door open so she could just walk in and put it on the table and leave, so I wasn't messing up the stream. And then sure enough, I, in my moving around, locked the door out of habit. So, oh well. Shirley Davis, Roy Smalley, Yvonne Calderon, Jay Tibbs, Guy Huffman, Doyle Alexander, Mike Bilecki, Sean Hilligus, Keith Atherton, Eric Plunk, Sid Fernandez, Dennis Lamp, Dave Engel, Harry Spillman, Don Robinson, John Farrell, Nelson Liriano, Floyd Bannister. Here we go. There's the rookies. We said they were coming. They're coming right at the back. Here we go. Randy Milligan, Kevin Elster, Jody Reed, Sean Abner. I'm going to spoil things for you guys here. I don't think there's one worth keeping if I don't. Kurt Manwaring, Pete Stanek, Rob Ducey, Steve Kiefer, Gary Thurman, Daryl Ackerfelds, Dave Clark, Roberto Kelly. We're going to pull that one, but that's more of a personal thing. As a Yankee fan, Roberto Kelly, he was mid. He's one of our guys. It was a big prospect thing we were hoping for. I don't collect Roberto Kelly, but there are a lot of stars you've seen by now where there are a lot of those mid-level to low-level stars that I just collect their rookie card because I chased their rookie card back in the day, and it makes me happy I have them. Mike Devereaux, Keith Hughes, John Davis. There it is. That's the big one. I knew it was here. I knew it was coming. And that one is getting sent. Shit. Maybe it's not. But it's definitely going in my set if it's not. We're going to stick it in the send it, but we'll see if we actually do. Keith Miller, Chris Gwynn, Tim Cruz, Mackie Sasser, Vicente Palacios, Kevin Romine, Greg Jeffries. That one's like the Roberto Kelly. We all chased Greg Jeffries back in the day. Jeff Treadway, Ron Gant. There's another one. Then we got Mark McGuire, Matt Noakes. I'm a Mark McGuire collector. Eric Davis and Tim Raines. Don Mattingly and Jack Clark. I'm a Don Mattingly collector. Tony Fernandez, Cal Ripken, and Alan Trammell. I'm a Cal Ripken collector. Vince Coleman, Kirby Puckett. Collect Kirby Puckett. Benito Santiago, Juan Nieves, Steve Betterosen, Mike Schmidt. That's my third baseman. Kirby Puckett goes in my outfield. Don Mattingly goes on first. Mike Schmidt goes on third. I almost got a full team here. Mark McGuire I collect. Paul Molitor I collect. And I believe that Paul Molitor, and you can see, again, the one that's up against the wall of the box is in the worst condition. It's the last card of the set. We're going to stick it in upside down, which means, yep, this is a card, but you need to replace it. It's not good enough. All right, guys, that did pretty well. It did what I expected it to do. I just thought there was more of that. So we got let's see, where's the pull the rookies out? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 that go to my PC. 12 if you count these two that are in consideration for getting sent. And then you got these 3 that are rookies that I just collect because I chased them back in the day. They're not actually PC members. They're just rookie chase members. I have a grouping of just them. And then I also, of course, have the Reggie Jackson 5-card remembering Reggie Jackson or whatever it was set. That it's not really a set. It's just a salute to Reggie Jackson. Number 500 through 505 or something, 504. And I'll try to sell them on eBay for $1, all 5 cards. So that worked out well, and that set is done. So we will, in 3 videos, we will start a new set. That set will be the 1990 Topps. Still got its plastics. Most of the sets that I do on here, this stream, have been opened and put in order. It's just what I did. It's how I interacted with my cards when I was young. That was me playing with my Christmas presents. This one never got opened. It's still sealed completely. So I'm going to open it, and we're going to pull out the Bo Jackson, the Ricky Henderson, the Wade Boggs, you know, all the cards that fit into my categories. We're going to pull them out. And if there's anything special in there, rookie-wise, well, we'll pull those out too. But yeah, next video we're going to do that blaster box that I talked about, where I opened a blaster box, sleeved everything, and then put it back in the blaster box and never did anything with it. So I don't even know what's in it. I don't even know right now. I know it's baseball, and that's all I know. I don't know what year. I don't know what type. We'll find out when I do it in the next video, and I'll see you there.